Miami gets got by another unranked ACC opponent, and now their college football playoff chances are in jeopardy, while we've got not one, but two programs that are looking to steal bids to the college football playoff. What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on the step mill. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. You don't want to miss any of the videos that we upload here, segments from a show. You know how it goes. Hit the like button because, the YouTubes like the like button. So, what had happened was Miami took a 21-0 lead against Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. You're on the road. You have a 3-touchdown lead. And then Miami goes full Miami once again. And they decide, you know what? Look, we should take this difficulty from amateur and put it all the way up to Heisman. Let's go. Let's see what we can do here. And against a team like Syracuse, that is dangerous. Syracuse came into this game 8-3, now 9-3, had the most prolific quarterback in the sport in Kyle McCord. Second most prolific, by the way, Cam Ward. Both of those dudes end up going for more than 300 yards. Damn near 350 for Cam Ward, 380 for Syracuse, but that's kind of what the offense is. And if you get into a shootout with Syracuse, yeah, you're probably going to get some shootout-like results. And then, I guess for me, I always thought that Miami was going to find a way to win this thing. They're up 35-28 late, thinking it's going to be okay, it's going to be fine. No, it's not okay and it's not fine. Because when I thought perhaps you got to go get 7, it's about 4 minutes left to go in the game. It is 4th down, and you are inside the red zone. Mario Cristobal does what Mario Cristobal has been doing, which is be on his BS once again. And you kick the field goal, and I'm going, you might not never see this ball again. Like, yeah, why would you do that? Go get your 7. Nope. So they lose this game 42-38, making way for Clemson to get into the ACC championship game against Southern Methodist, meaning one of those two teams that get into that thing we know is going to get into the playoff. But would the runner-up also get into the playoff? Would that bounce out a Miami? Do you think that Miami is a better football team than Ohio State, who also has 2 losses but 10 wins? Along with Tennessee, who's got 2 losses but 10 wins. We've got a lot of programs all of a sudden that aren't making a clear definitive case for why they should be in the college football playoff ahead of others, while Penn State and Oregon will play for the title. And again, SMU and Clemson will play for the title. And then we'll find out who's going to play Arizona State a little bit later tonight in the Big 12 championship, which I think is also going to be phenomenal. We've got Indiana lying in the cut, probably going to beat the hell out of Purdue, probably get right back into this thing in the 12-team playoff. And then we're going to have a real discussion about just where Boise State ranks in this seeding, because while Boise State right now has one of those top 4 spots, which guarantees your first round bye as one of the 4 highest ranked conference champions, I'm not sure that the playoffs committee is going to stick to this. But if they do, oh my goodness, there's going to be some moving and shaking. It also means that we are getting to a spot now where these games finally have some meaning to them in a way that many people didn't think they would. People thought that going into this, you would have players that were sitting out. You would have coaches that are resting their players, knowing that they're probably going to get in the playoff. No, that's not how it goes. Because Michigan showed up to Ohio State's door and said, no, we own you, 4-0. Syracuse said, hey, today, you're just not going to get into the ACC championship game. We're just not going to let that happen. Hell of a year 1 for Fran Brown, by the way, who I think showed a lot of his football team and what they're capable of doing. This is a man that really wanted this job, who went to go get Kyle McCord out of the portal. And on the day that Syracuse knocks off Miami, number 6 Miami, to really tear their season asunder, you also get to look down at Ohio State going, see, y'all thought y'all was better off without me. And if I was playing quarterback for you, maybe you win today. Because Will Howard threw 2 interceptions today and only for 175 yards against a program that wasn't nearly as good as the one that beat me last year in Michigan. I think there's a lot of schadenfreude that is going on all across college football right now, and I'm here for it. It's a lot of fun. I also thought it was interesting to note that you got the kind of games that you needed out of Xavier Restrepo and Jacoby George to make this thing happen. To say nothing of Cam Ward, who was 25-36. 2 TDs, no picks, right? You got over 120 yards receiving from both of those receivers that I just mentioned. Damian Martinez was good, 10 for 84, but that Syracuse passing offense, man. They had 2 dudes that also went for over 100 yards. And then I think LaQuint Allen going for 82 on the ground was a little bit out of character for me. I'm thinking, oh, y'all running the ball a little bit more than I thought you would. I thought perhaps Kyle McCord might throw this ball 50 times today. Nope, only needed 36, 26, 36, 380, 3 TDs, 2 sacks. He is going to exit as the passing champion in the regular season. Syracuse, we'll see what bowl game they get into. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch, I'm sure. We're also looking at a Syracuse team that was scarily good on third down. 7 of 10 they were. 479 total yards they put up, and 99 yards in rushing. To say nothing of what Miami's offense wasn't doing their job. 6 of 11 on third down, 500 yards of offense, 340 through the air, 150 on the ground. It's just good. The penalties really killed you. 9 of 10. There was one late and unsportsmanlike conduct penalty where it felt like Syracuse was going to have a pick. Didn't have the pick. You move them back. Basically take yourself out of being able to score what I thought was going to be an easy 7 because you're undisciplined. It's the kind of thing that just can't happen if you are Miami and you're looking to win the ACC title. And not for nothing, but this is kind of in keeping in course with what Mario Cristobal has been doing as a head coach. He'll get you all the way there, flirt with it, and then nothing happens, right? It's kind of like Ryan Day here the last couple of years. It's felt really bad to be right there on the cusp of being great and just not have the plays to make it happen late in the season or late in a game, what have you. Meanwhile, you're having to watch teams that you know you are better than, say Penn State, a team that Ohio State beat, play in the Big Ten Championship, a team you think you're better than if you're Miami, in Clemson, in SMU, play for the ACC title as you were the front runner for this thing the whole way. SMU's only loss this year, though, BYU. Clemson took a loss to Georgia and took a loss to Louisville. Louisville beat the brakes off of Kentucky. Still, Cade Klubnik played great football the rest of the way, and when he's playing great football, they're really difficult to beat. I'm also looking at this on a day that Clemson loses to South Carolina. Lenore Sellers has the kind of game that Lenore Sellers apparently has in the second half of the season. You still get to look up and go, oh, we lost the state championship, but we get to play for the ACC championship. That's going to be a lot of fun, I think. I can't say enough good things about what Fran Brown has done this year and how he's been, not for nothing, Fran Brown, Sharon Moore, both having pretty good days. James Franklin having a good day. Had to do it over Maryland. They dead body, but, that's how it goes sometimes. Notre Dame, USC was back and forth. This was a day for which I thought it was going to be chalk the whole way. No, not so. Not only is it not chalk, we got some upsets that are going to reverberate throughout the next 2 weeks because we have teams that were going to play in championships that are no longer going to play in championships. And we're going to get to find out just what this committee thinks on Tuesday of these teams. And I, even right now, am working on the 134. So I'm going to rank your team in my final. It's not a top 25. It's a top 134 coming out on Sunday. And then we'll see where it lands. But I got to tell y'all, Ohio State doing some moving. Michigan doing some moving. Oregon, I guess I can't just chalk it up that y'all going to beat Washington. I think you will. But, I thought Ohio State was going to beat Michigan. I thought Miami was going to beat Syracuse. I thought Clemson was going to beat South Carolina. What I'm saying is, if I picked you this week, maybe you want to feel some kind of way about this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you want to be able to back down. Maybe you want to go cancel your bet. I don't bet football. You must be crazy. First of all, I'm not going to risk it all on no betting no football game. Second of all, I would have a heart attack. I can't do all of that. You see me, and this is me watching the game for the love of the game, for the good of the game. Imagine if I put my mortgage on this, man. I can't be like y'all. Y'all got more heart than that. Not me.